How many times have you felt like you were standing on the ledge with your toes hanging off because your life was so out of balance?
I've identified the 3 steps that you can take to identify when you become off balance and how to correct it. Although this is not an all inclusive list, this will at least give you the framework you need to balance and recenter your life.
Just like a tightrope walker, the universe and life require balance.
Where do you stand? Dealing with all the different aspects of life can be hard, especially in this fast paced world we live in today. But I want to go over some methods with you of how you can get your life in balance. But before I do that, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how I became aware of this whole thing in the first place.
I'm an extremist at heart, so there's times when I'm all in on a project, times where I'm as chill as Matthew McConaughey, and times where I'm just not sure what the hell's going on.
But no matter what extreme I was going through, I still had friends and family that depended on me, as well as a business that needed me at the helm to guide it through growth and profits.
You can say I've been balancing a lot for a long time. So when I see people falling out of balance and becoming overly stressed, with only a few issues arising or a deadline that's approaching, I wonder what it was that I was doing differently.
The balance I'm talking about in this video is the balance of work, stress, and pretty much anything else in life. Once you identify how far you've drifted from one side or the other on your balance beam of life, you can take stock and adjust so that you can finally find your balance and become centered. Don't get me wrong, there's times where I become off balance. I mean, by no means am I perfect, but I do my best to identify as soon as that does happen so I can find my footing, become centered, and stand tall.
Step 1. Be aware.
When your life becomes out of balance, and it surely will, you need to be able to identify when your life has tipped too far to one side. Some tips that you can use to really help you identify when you become out of balance may include your mood.
Have a short fuse. Sleep. You may be sleeping more or less than you usually do. Lack of enjoyment. You may find the activities that normally gave you joy no longer have the same effect.
The more you practice being aware, the easier it'll be to recalibrate your life.
Step 2. Balance today to balance your life.
Balance your days to balance your weeks, months, and so on.
If you ate fast food all week, but ate healthy one day, do you expect to be healthy?
Of course not. But if you ate healthy regularly and occasionally or rarely ate fast food, well, your likelihood of being healthy would be greatly increased.
In my life, I would find myself focusing primarily on my businesses during the week and focusing on my home life and relationships on the weekend.
I would think I had a completely balanced life, but in reality, my life and days were completely off kilter.
How long would my relationship last if there was no balance during the week? Or how long would my business last if I didn't resolve issues on the weekend?
Balance each day to balance your life. Don't get discouraged if occasionally you become off center. You might be focusing a little too much on work or something else. It's okay, you're only human.
Step 3. Find your personal balance.
Everyone's lives and relationships are different.
Your balance may be more towards family, business, school, or personal time. Balance is finding the perfect ratio for you as an individual. If you're the type of person that needs a schedule, make sure to keep balance in mind when you're scheduling. If you're a creature of habit, start implementing balance now so that becomes your new routine.
By no means do you have to be perfect. Like everyone else on this planet, you're going to make mistakes and occasionally become out of balance. But the trick is identifying when you've become out of balance so you can follow these steps to find your way back. I can't stress enough how balance has improved my life significantly. My quality of life is so much more enjoyable and attainable when put into perspective. I'm assuming since you stuck around to the end of this video that it struck a chord with you. So, make sure to leave a comment below to help others out to find out what you did to become balanced and the steps you've taken. Also, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel and it'll help your friends find us too. If you like this video, check out this one. If not, as always, live affluently.
Cool.